Thank you for joining, and today we are going to discuss about integer forms. So we have four types of integer forms. One, it will be decimal form, and second, it will be binary form, and then third, it will be octal form, and then fourth, it will be hexadecimal form. Okay, so this is applicable for like who are going for high level, like those who are going for data science and any plans for machine learning. So there you can get more concepts using this. So anyway, you have, so there are some questions from interview point of also. Let's see. So let's discuss about decimal form. Okay, see the decimal form, the base value. So you always find out the base value. Base is 10. The base value for decimal form is 10. Then how can you confirm that base value will be 10? So it is allowed digits. It is allowed digits from 0 to 9. So 0 to 9 means it will be including 0, then 10 numbers total. So that's why the base value will be 10. So this is a default number. Okay, this is default. This is a default because we can use, how we can use integer, we can use same approach. So let's take, so a equal to 120 or 120, then print of a, then print of type of a. That's it. But one thing here, they may ask question. So if you go and see all the type format, so it will return integer only. Whatever you take, then if you use type built-in function, then it will return integer only. But you can identify by seeing the data. Okay, so it is accepting 0 to 9. So other than anything, it is not accepting. So you can take it any alphabets or whatever. So it is showing invalid syntax. So we don't need to worry about decimal point or decimal form. We need to concentrate from this. Okay, that is binary form. See the base value for binary form, we can say base value will be 2. How can you confirm that? One second. So how can you confirm that base value will be 2? Then it is allowed values from 0 to 1. Okay, or we can say this is bytecode. Okay, or machine understandable code, binary language. So which machine can understand 0 1? So that's why 0 1 including two numbers, that's why we can have base value will be 2. Fine, but very important thing, we need to use prefix as, you can use 0 small b or okay 0 capital B. Either you can use 0 small b or 0 capital B in front of the value, in front of the value. Now you can observe, I'm just taking a equal to 1 1 triple 1. So print of a, then I'm just taking, is always if you use type built-in function, it will use integer only. So now it is giving triple one, but it's not the binary form because there is no prefix 0b the value. So now what you need to do is you try to give the value, you can say 0 small b. Okay, now if you want you can take it once again, print yeah, I think my voice is disconnected, am I right? Yeah, I understood that. Now it's able to hear everyone. Please check once again, are you able to hear or not, because power disconnected and connected, that's what. Now it's able to hear, fine, absolutely, that's good. So let's see. So I know that's I got to know that connection lost, fine. So here, you can use 0b also, both values we can get 7. Now how we will get 7 value, let's see. Then we have approach, right? So you can take it binary format, right? Or you can say form. Now what are the values we have? Triple one, right? Let's take. Now give values like 1, 1, then 1. Now what is the base value? So the base value will be 2, right? So then let's see. You can start always number from 0. Okay, if you want you can see 0, then array. Okay, you can say 1 and then it will be 2. So how many numbers you can take it like this. Now make sure. So what is the base value? What is the base value for binary form? Base is 2. Now let's see. So what is the value we have? 1 into base value will be 2. Then 2 power 0. Fine. Plus then again you take 1 into base value will be 2. Then it will be 2 power 1. Then again 1 into 2, then power will be 2 here. So now observe here, 1 into 4, 1, 2 square will be 4, plus 1 into 2 power 1, always 2 only, then 1 into 2 power 0, always 1. Okay, so make sure 2 power 0 always 1, not 0. So in this case, now understand, 4 plus then 2 plus 1, the total value will be 7. So you got it? One second, sorry. So you are able to understand. So I'll take one more example. Now see here, a equal to 0b, then you can take anything, or you can say 101. Okay, then print of a. If you want, you can see print of type of a, execute. So we are getting 5 value. So how we will get it? Let's see. Now take same values. 1 second. So take same thing. It will be, make sure. Then you can say 1 0. You can take big values also, not a problem. 101. Then base is always 2. Then it is starts from 0, then 1, then 2. Now multiply here. So how it will be? What is the value we have in the box? 1 into 2, then base value 2, then this value 2 square. Again, if you go this approach or that approach, not a problem. 1 into base value 2, then sorry. So here 0 value, 0 into power 2, sorry, the base value will be 2, then power 1. Then again, what is the inside box? Inside the value 1. 1 into base value 2, then here 0, 2 power 0. Now here 4, then 0 into something always 0, then 2 power 0 into 1, and 1 into 1 it will be 1. So total will be 5. So I hope it's clear. So is it clear right now for how to get binary value? Okay, that's perfect. Now let's see. So we have, then the next method we have octal form. Okay, so octal, the name represents itself, octal form. So the base value will be octal number. That means the base value will be 8. Okay, so now let's see. Now what we need to do is, how we can confirm that base value will be 8. That means it will allow the digits, it will allow the digits, okay, from 0 to 7. So I'll tell you. Okay, now, so in decimal form 0 to 9, it may confuse, right? But we have to use here, we have to use prefix as, okay, prefix as 0 small o, 0, then small o, or 0 capital O, okay, in front of the value. Now understand here, make sure. Now I'm just taking a equal to 345. Okay, print of a, then this is decimal, okay, because we don't have prefix. Now if you use prefix, can be 0 small o, okay, or you can say 0 capital O, whatever, 0 small o, then execute. So meanwhile what you will do is, if you use 3 4 5 or you can instead you can use a 3 4 or you can say 1 2 3. Same, it's a digital it's a decimal number. Now take it as it is. You can pass 1 2 3 8 here. Even it is also it's a decimal number, it is accepting 0 to 9. Then if we use same scenario, if we use 0 small o, then how the value is generating, we are getting 83. So I will show you how we will get it. But same thing you take with a capital letter, or you can say 0 capital O. Fine, we don't have any issue, same output. But make sure now if we use 1 2 8 here, then execute. Now see, invalid syntax. So that means why we are getting invalid syntax. First, why it is getting means, first you need to check what is the prefix value. It is 0 0 O, either capital or small, whatever. Then when you get 0 O is a prefix value, then you need to think that okay, this is octal form. Okay, then you need to immediately you need to get it into your mind that octal form will consist only 0 to 7, but we have mentioned 8 value here. That's why it is showing invalid syntax. So in this case, what you need to do, you take snip tool is there. Okay, so as you are familiar with this, then take this screenshot and keep in Word document like error number 10. Then write the description. We should not use other than 0 to 7 values in octal form. So write the description there. So keep in the Word document all the errors like that. So it will be benefit for you as I discuss. So now let's see how we will get this 83 here, right? It's a matter. Now see here. So now how I will let's see in the diagrammatic explanation. Now what I am trying to do, I am just taking the screenshot. Okay, so I'll share you this after the session. Binary. Fine now. So now what I am trying to do, okay, then we can go for octal form now. So octal form, the base value will be 8. Base value will be 8. Fine. So now let's see what is the value we have received. 1 2 3. Now make sure. So now you can take values whatever. Okay, 1 2 3. So either case is possible. Now you can see it starts from 0 1. It's increasing number. Okay, so the array initialization in string indexing classes I will explain how the array will form. Okay, now see here, it's not for Python, it's for every programming language. The array initialization will be like that only. Now what is the base value? 8. Now take as it is here. Now what is the inside the box value? 3 into base value will be 8, then the index number will be 0. Okay, so index classes we have separate, don't worry. Now 3 into, then base value will be 8, then power 1. Sorry, 2 value. Because we need to take box value here. 2 into base value will be 8, then it will be 1. Now here 1 into base value will be 8, then 8 square. So now you take 1 into 8 square will be 64 plus 2 into 8. 8 power 1 means 8 only, plus 3 into 8 power 0, 1. Now 64 plus 16 plus 3 into 1, 3. So total 83. Okay. So I hope how to get 83 value you are clear right now, right? So I hope it's clear. So how to get octal form? So now we have hexadecimal form. Hexadecimal form. The base value for hexadecimal value will be hexa, then it is base value will be 16. Okay. So now let's see. Now what we need to understand here, how we can say these base value, how we can call it as hexadecimal value will be having base value 16. Then you can see digits are allowed from 0 to 9. So it will be 0 to 9 will be how many numbers? It will be 10. Then you can say letters, alphabets, or you can say letters are allowed from small a to capital F, or you can say capital A to capital F. So it will be A to F means it will be 6 values. So total 16 values allowed into hexadecimal form. Now along with that, we need to use prefix as 0 small x or 0 capital X. Okay, we need to use in front of the value. So that's why. Now let's see. A equal to, I'm just taking 0 small x, I'm just taking F A C E face. Allowed digits, F allowed, A C E allowed. Then you can say print of A, then print of, see we are getting integer only, right? So now see 64,206. Now you take same case into capital 0x, 0 capital X, same value, and you take capital X but with the small letters. Fine, same value, and you take capital letters with a small prefix value. Same thing. Now it is a task for you. Okay, how can you convert? So try from after the session. Okay, if not, I will share the screenshot. Don't worry how to get explanation, but you need to be, it's a fraction of minutes. Okay, this is a task for you because you need to do hands-on. Now here one important thing, They may ask in interview also, how can we get base values for integer forms? Okay, so now let's see. You take a variable like decimal equal to 10, okay, binary equal to 0 b then 10, okay, octal form, octal variable is 0 small o or capital O 10, okay, then hexadecimal, you can take variable hexa, then 0 x then 10, then you can see print of base value for decimal form is. Now you can call that variable, okay. Similar way you can call for all the approaches. Now base value for binary form is, okay, base value for octal form is, and then base value for hexadecimal, okay, then execute now. See now, base value for decimal form is 10, this is a default, then base value for binary form is 2, base value for octal form is 8, then base value for hexadecimal form is 16. So this is the concept we need to use integer forms, okay. So now we have important concept as well, that is called typecasting. So what do you mean by typecasting? It is or you can say converting from one data type to another data type is known for typecasting, okay. One second, so just take the screenshot, this one. We'll see why typecasting is important. So now you take, so after you try hexadecimal, if not I will explain, don't worry. Second, now see here, so why we need to do typecasting means, so you can observe here, now I'm just taking one branch from, okay, or you can say Delhi, okay, Chennai, Hyderabad, and then you can take Bangalore, okay, and then as your wish. So here one company running in different location. It's just for understanding, okay. So do not think advanced level. So later I can explain with the file system. So now let's see. So we have multiple branches in different location. Then now end of the day, we need to get all the transactions in one place and we need to count day transactions. So then, so all the data will come to one place, okay. Then for example, if the data consists of here complex, see, because here complex, okay, here string, there may be chances of integer integer format and then bool format. So what you need to do is you need to bring the data into one specific format. Okay, one specific format you need to bring the data. So probably we will be projects we will be bringing the data into string format, everything. Okay, so now once you convert the data, or you can do that after typecasting, then you have whole data in a one single format. Then you can write the logic here. Okay, so if you write the logic, then developers will not get any issues, because see, I'll tell you, we cannot write for only one program for Delhi location, one program for Chennai, one program for Hyderabad. So then tomorrow, anyway, it's an incremental process. That means daily basis it's to run. Now there may chances for Delhi, there may chances from string data. Okay, so then Chennai, it will be integer data. So we cannot write one specific logic, we cannot write a specific program to the specific location. We need to gather the data and then bring into a specific format and then write the logic for this. So whatever the data is coming in, whatever the data is coming from different location, we are just converting into string format. Our logic will work certainly. So tomorrow, string data, so tomorrow, because we will this program only one time we will prepare the logic. We cannot write logic always, right? So if today if you prepare that one logic, tomorrow we will pass the date parameter to count the transactions. For today, a developer spend 5 hours time to prepare a logic to count the transactions, how many customers are visited, how many products are sold, like that. Then tomorrow the same developer can invest the same 5 hours of time to build the same logic? No. Only we can save this program into a function, and we can keep it as a template, and then we can pass the parameter as a date parameter. We can count that. So date parameter automatically increase that. So we can take the date, passing the date, and we can get the data. So that means one time we can write and we can use multiple times. That process is there. So you got how why we are using date, like you can say typecasting in a basic manner. I hope it's clear, right? Okay, so now let's see. Now make sure here, now what we have data types like integer, float, okay, then you can say complex or bool, okay, then string. So let's convert into everything into integer format. Now let's see. So now what you need to do is you need to pass the data type, then value. That means whichever you want to convert, then that data type name, then value. Let's take. Now I am using int of 123.90. That means, so value will be float. Float to integer I am just converting here. When I execute, what is the value? 123. So make sure decimal values will be erased when you are converting from float to integer. Okay, so if this logic, if you are not able to get it in one line, you can just extend your code. Let's take a equal to 123.90. Then you take print of a, then type print of type built-in function a. Then what you will do, b equal to int of a, that is called typecasting here. Then you can take, after converting, what is the output, print of b, then print of type of b. Now execute here. Now see what is the value we have given, that is a float value. After typecasting it's converted into integer. Okay, so now you take same approach, here, integer of, okay, integer of true. Then what we are trying to do, we are converting from bool data type to integer data type. Now execute. 1, the same approach you take, you just pass true value here, that's it. Now execute. So what is the given value? True, it's a bool and converting into integer. Now same thing, you take false also, then execute. False to 0. Now make sure one important thing here. So integer of, I am just working on integer data type. So integer of 3 plus 7j. So this is converting from complex to integer. Now execute. So can't convert complex to integer data type. It is an error. So they will ask, can we convert complex to integer? No, it's not possible in Python. Okay. So you can go the similar approach. Same thing you take 3 plus 7j. That's it. Cannot convert. Okay. So now, and we have, finally we have, but there are some chances to convert from integer to complex, that I will explain there. So here now you take one more example, integer of India. So when I execute now, because it is converting from string to integer, so it's not possible. So in two cases, in integer format is not possible. One is we cannot convert from complex to integer, and same thing we cannot convert from string to integer. So this is integer conversion. Then we have float. We are converting everything into float format. So now you are able to understand how we are able to convert. Is it clear? Superb. That's good. So now let's see. Float conversion. Now take everything into a specific data type format, data type, then value. That's it. Same approach. You take now what you are trying to do. Simple. You take a value like different approach. So the approach may, you can see what, why we want to use conversion means it should equal to all the data, whatever the data. See, this is just basic level of conversion. Okay, don't think too much. We have file system, we have file operation classes. Okay, there we will be using all the data, whatever the data is coming, we will convert all the data types into a proper data type, and then we can bring into a specific format. But this is a basic level of understanding. Now let's see. Float, then you take value like any value, take 10. This is converting from integer to float. Now execute. So 10.0 is coming. If you want to extend your functionality, a equal to 10, then print of a, print of type of a. Okay, then b equal to, now you can use float here, float of a, then output will be print of b, then output format also you need to check. So now execute here. See what is the value we have given? 10. It is integer we have given. Then after typecasting here, so after typecasting, it is converting into a float data type. Okay. So same thing you take, then you take true. True means 1 means, but floating it should be 1.0. Then you can try to give false. See now, if you spell mistake, okay, then it is showing black color. The interpreter is compiling there itself. Something is wrong. Now if you give correctly, then it will give green color. So compilation is there automatically. So there is no compiler after writing code. So it will check each and every line. So only interpreter will give the output. That's it. No compilation. After the logic, no compilation. So it will check each and every line. That is the beauty of Python here. So execute 0.0. Now same approach you take. Okay. So integer, or sorry, float of 3 plus 7j. It is converting from complex to integer or float. Now execute. Can't convert complex to float. Like in integer also it is not possible. Same thing, float of, you take India. So it is from string to complex or float. Execute. So we could not convert string to float. So in two cases we cannot convert. What are the cases? We cannot convert from complex to float, and then similar way we cannot convert from string to float. In two cases, in integer and then float, both will be same. So that is the float data type. Now make sure, important thing here, complex data type. Now you can extend the functionality if you want. I am just going for one line answer. So complex of 10, that means it is integer to complex. Okay, execute 10 plus 0j. Now I will explain. Complex of 10.00. This is float to complex. So 10 plus this one. Okay. If you want, you can go 10 plus 0j. Now it is converting into integer or not. You can say 10.70 also, not a problem. Okay. So 10.7, you will get the clarity. Now understand, make sure very you don't confuse here. Interview point, they may stress here. So first thing, we cannot convert, as we have written there, we cannot convert from complex to integer. Okay, but similar way we can convert. Okay, we can convert from integer to complex. Integer to complex, different approach we will. Okay, similar way you can write here only. We cannot convert from complex to float, but here we can convert from float to complex. Don't confuse this approach. So are you clear is this approach? because if you get confused then it will be a problem. So okay, fine, so that's super. Just you respond if you are clear, that's it. Now let's see. Same thing, I'm just taking complex of true. It is, so it is converting from bull to complex. Yes, it is 1 plus 0j. Even you try complex of, so it will be 0 plus 0j means it's at 0j only. Okay, now make sure complex of India here. Now see, it's not possible. So here string to complex is not possible. One case, string to complex. So here you can write we cannot convert from complex to, sorry, string to complex. So that's it. So type. Then we have one thing, we have bull data type. Okay, so that means, so bull data type, so it is converting everything into integer, sorry, bull data type. So it is either true or false format, right? So now you can see, just you take bull, then 0, or you can say 1. Now it is converting from integer to bull. So if you want, you can go extend functionality. So now execute. So it is giving true. Okay, in this case we need to go extend functionality only. I am just taking true, print of a. Okay, print of, then you can say type of a. Then what you need to do is b equal to bull of a. We need to understand some extents level here. Print of b, then print of type of b. Now execute here. So this is called typecasting here. One second, typecasting. So this is, we need to use here 1. Okay, now execute. It's converting from integer to bull, integer 1, and then the return output will be true. Okay, so that is converting into true. Now same thing, you take 0, so integer, it's a false. Now make sure here 3 plus 7j. That means complex to bull is possible. Complex to is also possible. Now you can say 0 plus 0 means no values. So it becomes false. It's converting from complex to bull. Now make sure here. Now here bull, I'm just taking, here I'm just taking India. Okay. Now it is giving true. I'm just taking this one. It will be fine for you to understand. So it is converting into, one second. So converting into string to bull. Now here I have a string. So it is not converting into true or false. If the value is there, then it is returning true. If value is not there, it is returning false. That's it. So then now India is there, then it is value is there. That's why it is returning true. Now make sure if you give, so you in quoted front, you don't have any space. Let's give one space. Okay. So like this. So space is also character in Python. Okay, then they will ask what is the output here. They will write a, then they will give one space here. So what is the output, either true or false? You can expect true, because space is also character in Python. They will consider. Now make sure the same logic here. Now you don't give any space here. So we don't have anything. Then execute. So it is returning false. So only one thing, or you can say directly bull India, then you can say bull, then one space, it's true, then you can able to understand clearly. So no space, that's false. Okay, so that is the Boolean value. Now we have, finally we have string conversion, string data type. So everything we can bring into a string data type. Now simple, you take string 1900, that means integer. So it will convert into a just quoted format, everything, because there is no restriction for string. So that's why everything we can bring into string format only. String 190.89. So like this. Then string, you can take 3 plus 7j. Then it will be. Then string, you can take true. Okay. Then it is converting. So true is a boolean, and converting it into a string. Then string of false also. Just adding quoted, that's it for every value. Now you can take true. Okay, so we are converting from, you can observe here otherwise. So here integer to string is success. Okay, then float to string is success. Okay, then complex to string is success. Then here bull to string is success. So there is no any like between any confusion in the string format. That's why we can able to convert everything into string format that I have discussed here. Okay, so this is, you can say, typecasting. So are you clear, guys? So basic level of understanding, are you clear? So I hope it's very clear to you. Okay, super. So tomorrow class we will explain with a new concept. So try to, three things you need to do immediately. One thing, whatever I'm sharing the information in the group, please store in a specific folder, because sometimes our WhatsApp may get updated or something will happen. So I cannot give fulfill data. So please, whenever you receive the data, either file or link, you can download it immediately. Download option is there. Okay, then keep in everything in a document or in a folder. Second thing, one session, keep all sessions in one folder and documents in one folder. That is, you should not confuse. We will get lot of documents. Okay, so you will make confuse. So only practice document is separate, practice session is separate, remaining stuff is separate. Second thing, you need to focus on this one, what, error preparation document. Okay, so which I have given, I already shared the document on two examples. So prepare that, even it is taking time, because I hope we have some time right now. So prepare that. After end of the training, I will also give my document, error preparation document to you, but who will prepare that, then only I'll give you. I'll check and I'll give you. So we can bring all errors from different people. We have many people, right? So we can merge all the documents, we can consolidate the document, and we can prepare one main document, so we can share it mutually. So that is second thing. Third thing, practice basics very clearly. Do not go anywhere. Just without any confusion, practice from here. So I'm not going to give, so I'm not going to miss any concept. I'm going to discuss each and every concept which I have mentioned, and additionally I have added. So do not worry about project and anything. And these three things you need to do every 3 days or 4 days. I'll send online test, and I'll send scenario question, and I'll send the documentation. Don't worry. Clear? I hope it's very clear. Fine. So thank you so much. We'll connect tomorrow at the same time. Thank you and have a nice day.